When we talk about climate protection, most people just think about saving energy. But it really means much more. There are so many things we can do. We will only progress if we're persistent about always focusing our thinking on the future. 30 years ago, I spent every Saturday working on nature conservation with a youth group. We hung up chickadee houses and created ponds for amphibians. A short time later, we saw that the structures had been destroyed. So we started wondering about who was in charge of raising and increasing public awareness about nature and protecting the environment. And sure enough, no one was. So we simply formed a Centre for Environmental Awareness and Education. There and then, we cleared the grounds and created school garden plots with the first school classes. We created habitats for rare animal species, and the city was persuaded to allow a place to be built that would educate everyone. During the first 10 to 15 years of activity at NaturGut Ophoven, we gradually converted our 6 hectares of grounds into habitat elements, staying close to nature so that we could exhibit all the different habitats that exist in Leverkusen. Those were the days when the first hands-on museum trends in the USA caught on here. We thought that this concept could also work for a museum of nature and environmental protection. This is now the Energiestadt Museum for children and young people. We're very proud that thanks to our strong financial backers in the city of Leverkusen, we've become the largest environmental education centre in North Rhine-Westphalia. For 10 years now, we've increasingly been focusing on protecting resources, biodiversity and climate awareness, because these issues are so important that we need to communicate with as many people as possible over a long time to make them aware that they're important for all of us. We have the good fortune to have a space comprising 60,000 square meters with wonderful old trees, a brook, ponds and meadows. In other words, we can show the full variety of habitats in Leverkusen. This variety is the basis of our very lives. It generates life for all of us, and experts call it biodiversity. We have to teach people that all these different plants and animals must continue to exist. We cannot live in a monocultural environment.
This is definitely a topic covered in the curriculum, and one that the children encounter again and again in their everyday lives, but we need to make them aware of it. That's where this type of experimentation and exploration really helps. And yes, they have a lot of fun with it.
We also do a lot of projects. For example, we were the source for a book about how to raise climate awareness even in kindergarten. We're currently working on a new book, Star Kitchen, Environmentally Friendly Cooking with Children. Climate protection is a matter of course, and people have to learn this. This attitude has to be cultivated. That's the only way it can have any future. And if it becomes a matter of course, it will advance our economy, our entire social system. And this advancement is our driving force for progress. Now we have a great opportunity and a duty to change, and we have to involve the whole population. That's why an educational centre like NaturGut Ophoven is one of the most important soft location factors in our city. It shows that social, economic and ecological organisations must work together. This is our only hope for a humane future. This is my step into the future.